Welcome back, YouTube fam. I want to say thank y'all for showing all the love and support on the last video, but today's video might be even crazier than the last. And today's message is the cure of depression and anxiety. This stuff gets pushed to us so hard on the daily since kids. So it's time we break out of it. If you stay to the end of this video, I promise you will look at anxiety and depression in a whole brand new perspective, that it'll seem like it's so little, like it's so weak to you now, that it should never, ever become another challenge for you in your life. This video will literally empower you. Stay to the end, let's get it started. So I ran across this article the other day that said neuroscientists have discovered that anxiety and depression are linked to low self-belief. And when I read that, I was like, I reread it again, and I was like, okay, yeah, that actually does make sense. Like, it makes absolute sense. Like, I'm surprised they're barely discovering this in 2025. The big 2025, I'm talking about, bro, we have AI going crazy, and then we're barely starting to discover that anxiety and depression are linked to people having a low self-belief of themselves. It's kind of common sense. But, so after I read that, I started taking down notes and really thinking, so what does give someone low self-belief in the first place anyway? There's two ways to have a low self-belief on yourself or about yourself. One is because you have inflicted that low self-belief on yourself, and two is because someone else has inflicted that onto you. Okay, so one is people making you have that low self-belief of yourself. And how does that happen? Sometimes people are just mean, people are just rude. We all know this. I have been called some of the craziest, wildest things in my life, and it may not seem like it, but bro, people have called me some nasty names. But it's okay, because I grew from it. But sometimes people will call you crazy, they will call you lazy, they will call you ugly, they will say you look like a frog, they will say you sound dumb, they will say you wear Nike gloves to think that you're cool. They'll say whatever, right? But why do people actually say this in the first place? One is because someone else has told them that in the past before, and they are still hurt about it. They might not be aware that they are hurt about it, but they are hurt about it. And a part of them wants to release that pain, wants to release that hurt. And how do they do that sometimes? They do it in the wrong way, which is giving it onto someone else. So this one girl called me broke one time because I didn't buy her a Birkin bag. And I got hurt about it. I was like, yo, why would she call me that? Like, that's wild. And then my homeboy came up to me and was like, bro, you got $50 I can borrow? I need to pay something. So I'm like, shut your broke ass up. But I'm inflicting the pain that she gave me onto him. But I'm not aware of it. Another reason that they do this is not because it has happened to them, but because they fear you. They see you as a threat. They see you almost like above them. They might not admit it, but that's what. It's kind of like a chihuahua barking at a bigger dog. It's not because the chihuahua thinks it's honestly big and bad and can take that big dog on. It's because they do it out of fear. It's almost like a survival instinct. They do it because they are scared that your light will reveal their darkness. So when you come to realization that these are the reasons that they hate in the first place, that they say whatever about you in the first place, it almost seems pointless. It is pointless. You realize that it is pointless. There's no reason to really care about that. There's no reason to really give it any attention. So boom, Let's knock that out the way. So now no one can tell you anything, right? No one can make you think low of yourself. You know who you are at the end of the day. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you know who you are. Can't anyone tell you anything. The other way that you can gain a low self-belief of yourself is through you. That deserves a hit of the Zaza. Well, some might say, I can never think low of myself. I think I can do this, and I know I can do this and that and this and that. People who do this are not even aware that they are doing this to themselves. You see, when you are a liar, when you are a cheater, when you are being dishonest, when you tell yourself you're gonna do something and you don't end up doing it, this is you telling yourself, not with words, but with actions, telling your mind that you are not worthy, that you are not capable, that you don't deserve love, whatever it may be, right? This is you telling yourself that through your actions. This is literally the reason people tell you do not lie. One of the 10 commandments is thou shalt not lie on thy neighbor or whatever. It's not just because you shouldn't hurt someone else, but in the process of you doing that, you are hurting yourself too. So you have to start being very careful with what you do. You have to start watching your actions. You have to start being more honest, start being more truthful, start being more loyal. Whenever you say you're gonna do something, actually go through with it and start it, follow through. Be a man of your word. And when you start implementing these things, it will start telling your mind, I am worthy, I am capable, I am honorable. Shifting your whole reality. It will help you face your problems, face forward. It will help you face the environment that you are currently in. Nothing will break you down. Nothing will be able to get between you and where you want to be. Because you know who you are. You know who you really, 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 really are. It's bigger than me just looking in the mirror and saying, I look good. I feel good. No, I actually do feel good when I look in the mirror. I actually do know I am capable when I look at myself in the mirror. Through my actions, through my words, through everything that I do, I know who I am at the end of the day. This is why it's important for you to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. Who are you? What are the actions that you are taking? How do you treat others? Be honest with yourself. You will wash away all that depression. You will wash away all the anxiety. Because one thing about anxiety and depression, they cannot coexist with gratitude and love. I think that's the right opposite. I don't know. But they cannot coexist with those two things. It's either you're depressed and you have anxiety, or you're full of love, joy, and gratitude. You can't feel both at the same time. You either feel one or you feel the other. So once you do start taking these actions into bettering yourself, then you can give yourself compliments in the mirror and tell yourself, I love myself. I love the way I look. I love my eyebrows. I love my eyes. I love my nose. To confirm these things, so whenever someone tells you you're ugly, this and this, you will not be hurt by it. And you will never fall back into depression. You will never fall back into anxiety. You will never fall back to having a low self-belief about yourself. I mean, the bitch, I just put myself up on that motherfucking shelf. I give the bitch fucking hell. I throw the... But yes, you will know. You will have a high self-belief of yourself once you start implementing these things. You will never ever have anxiety or depression again. You'll be the happiest you've ever been. But yes, that is how you cure anxiety, and that's how you cure depression. I hope that this video really gets across to those who had to hear it. I have been there multiple times. I know how deep it can get. I know how bad it can feel. But it's not the end of the world. You must overcome this. You will overcome this because you are watching this video for a reason. I hope y'all have a great, amazing, and wonderful day. And thank you for tuning in to another video. I'm gonna keep going and keep going.